Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Unhinged series where I draw a character every single day. For this Christmas, we are going to be doing the Nativity. I've got all the characters here that we're gonna need, ending with baby Jesus. And then of course, who's gonna be playing these parts? It's going to be the Pokemon from the Kanto series. Anyway, let's get into it. Happy first day of Christmas. Rolling our dice. It is a red 4 and a green 1. So coming down 4, 1, 2, 3. Our first Pokemon is going to be a poison Pokemon. And it's gonna be a Herald Angel. Oh, I don't need to cross those out because we're literally gonna have 7. So, poison Pokemon list here. And this indicates the red dice and this indicates the green dice. And it's gonna let us know which poison Pokemon is gonna be in the loop. Rolling. So it is a red 2, which means it's gonna be a Nidoran. And then a green 5, so it's gonna be Nidoking. So Nidoking is going to be our first character, and let's draw them. I love them. I have never thought of them singing, so I'm excited already. For our 8 Herald Angels, I really wanted to make like an 8-piece full choir. And I'm going to start from the lowest and then go to the highest. So it does make sense that our lowest notes are being hit by a Nidoking. I mean, it's one of the few Pokemon that is actually designated a gender. You know, there's Nidoking and Nidoqueen. So he is just hitting all of those earthy, Shere Khan notes from Lion King. Oh, not Lion King, what is it? Jungle Book, if you will. So here he is. Can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow. Welcome back to the Pokemon Nativity. It is December 2nd. We met Nidoking last time, who was our contra base, and today we are going to find out who our second person in the Nativity is. Rolling. Okay, red 4, green 3. So coming down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our psychic Pokemon is going to be, we ended off with the Herald Angels. 1, 2. It's going to be the door holder. They'll be holding doors.
I'm door holder number 3, I'll be holding doors.
It's either going to be a Drowsy or Abra. Red 5, green 1. So it's going to be an Abra. Oh, it's going to be an Abra because, 5 indicates this and then the 1 indicates Abra. Abra's going to be holding doors.
I'll be holding doors.
Let's draw him.
I knew the second our little Abra became door holder number 3. That's my bad British accent. That I wanted to have him literally using his psychic abilities to be holding the door that literally turned Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus away. So here he is at the inn, literally psychically holding the door. And then, of course, I want to introduce you now to the Nativity. Yesterday, it wasn't ready, so I'm also introducing you to Nidoking. This is where all of our Herald Angels are going to be flying in the sky singing praises, but that's what we have so far, and can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow, and happy days.
Welcome back. It is December 3rd, and we are going to be meeting our third member of our Nativity, and it's just going to be one of these 3. Again, we can't move on to this group until we finish this group. So I got a red and green dice. Rolling. Oh, red 6, green 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Our Team Rocket group is going to be going from the door holder. 1, 2, 3. The innkeeper's sexy wife. This is the character I've been really excited about for some reason. So here's our Team Rocket group. It is based off the TV show, the early TV show. We've got our red and green dice. Let's figure out who's the sexy innkeeper wife. Oh, it is a red 2, green 5. So a Zubat, but it's gonna be a 5, so it's a sexy Golbat. I can't wait.
You might not remember the innkeeper's wife from the Bible story, but she was the hottest girl in Bethlehem. And part of the reason why they didn't have enough room is because she has the corner suite of the inn. And honestly, no one even blames them for not having room at the inn because she looks so good from the window. In the long run, everyone's like, we'll just stay in the stables. We're good. So here's who we have so far for the Nativity. Can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow, and Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to the Pokemon Nativity. It is December 4th. Yesterday we met our sexy Golbat, and I can't wait to find out what's coming today. Rolling. Oh, I'll roll this one again because it rolled all the way off. It is a red 5, green 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be one of the legendary birds. And a 6 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The innkeeper is a legendary bird. But which legendary bird? Start counting which one's your favorite, and the innkeeper who kicked out baby Jesus. Of course it was that. Or of course it was Articuno. Just froze him out right there. Let's draw him.
First of all, we just have to bring up that in this alternate universe, Articuno was able to tame that sexy goldback, probably only because they are a legendary bird. And they are an innkeeper in this situation as well, famous for turning away Mary, Joseph, and the unborn baby Jesus, which is kind of exciting to me. Sometimes it takes a legendary Pokemon to really take a stance on things, so good for him. He was doing what he thought was best, I'm sure. If you don't pay, go away. So here they are at the inn. Can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow, and Merry Christmas, everyone!
Welcome back. It is December 5th, and we are going to be getting into maybe some more meatier parts here. Of course, we're keeping the Herald Angels, but this opened up because we got rid of these. Got our red and green dice. Let's find out who's showing up today. Oh, 2 and 2. So it's going to be a red 2. So 1, 2, the starters. I'm not going to cross them off. You'll see this times 3. I'll just change it to a times 2. And so one of our starters is going to be 1, 2, a little sheep. Now the starters, I mean, we couldn't have this without all of the starters showing up. I mean, they're just that important. But this one's going to be a little different. I want to have 1 from this group, 1 from this group, and 1 from this group. So we'll be seeing this one 2 more times because, I mean, one form of all of them will show up. If it doesn't make sense, just stick with me. But I've got our red and green dice. Let's find out who is going to play a little sheep in our nativity. Oh, it is a red 4, green 5. It's going to be Charizard himself showing up. Now listen, the other thing is, this is what I was meaning. So now that Charizard is here, we can't see Venusaur or Blastoise. Anyway, Charizard is going to be a little sheep, and I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'll get started on it.
Charizard, the infamously moody and powerful dragon Pokemon in this universe, is just the cute, tiny little sheep. And I think I know why the shepherds put up with him, because you know that he is a difficult sheep to have. I mean, can you imagine sharing a Charizard? The reason why they put up with him is because he makes the best wool. I bet you the clothes that come from his hide are just so warm. I mean, he is a fire Pokemon after all. Now, all the shepherd Pokemon are going to be on the left side here of the nativity, or the stable in the middle, but I can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow.
Welcome back. Yesterday we saw Charizard become a cute little sheep, and I'm excited to find out where we're at today. So again, we're at the starters, and then we ended with this sheep. Got these 2. Let's roll and find out. Okay, red 1, green 6. So coming down 1, it's gonna be a bug Pokemon that will be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wise man who brought frankincense. I don't remember what that is. I'll have to Google it. Who's gonna be our wise bug Pokemon? Here's what we've got going on. Rolling. Red 5, green 4. So 5, it's gonna be a Venonat. Oh, it's gonna be Venomoth. Let's draw the king of frankincense, the Venomoth.
First of all, frankincense is a perfume. So in our little Venomoth's left hand, he is holding a very expensive perfume bottle that he is going to be giving to our baby Jesus Pokemon on the 25th. Now also, I've decided, I'm just updating the Pokédex over here. Venomoth has a really strong sense of smell, and that's why he brings the perfume, so he can spray it on everyone and make sure everyone's smelling good. So here he is in his robe. Now, the 3 kings are going to have this spot on the map, but here's everybody so far, and can't wait to find out which Pokemon's coming tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. It is December 7th. We met our wise little Venomoth yesterday. Can't wait to find out who's coming today. Here we go. Red and green. Okay, red 5, green 3. So, coming down 5 from Bug. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a ghost Pokemon. And 3 from our wise man. 1, 2. That's gonna be the other sheep. So who's gonna join Charizard in the sheep group? One of these 3. So I'll just roll 1 dice. 1 or 2 is Ghastly. 3 or 4 is Haunter. 5 or 6 is Gengar. Make your wishes. Oh, a little Ghastly sheep. Cute! Let's draw.
Ghastly is a really fun choice for a sheep because I've decided that means that the smoke that usually surrounds him is actually wool and can be shaved, and we can make clothes out of them. So that's definitely a very cool sheep to be. So here's our little wool Ghastly, and I've decided he still floats. Even though I drew legs, I cut him off later because I was like, you know what? He still floats. So here he is, and I can't wait to meet the shepherds. Right now the sheep are just hanging out without them, but we'll find out more tomorrow, I'm sure. Merry Christmas!
Hello everyone and welcome back. It is December 8th and yesterday we met our other sheep, got our red and green dice. Let's see who it is. Oh, 6 and 6. Okay, so coming down 6 from Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be Eevee. And we don't need another paper. It's literally just Eevee. Eevee just needed to be on the list somehow. So Eevee will be played. We left off on the sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eevee is one of our Herald Angels, specifically the base. Let's draw him.
Merry Christmas, Eevee, everyone! Our beloved Eevee has entered the Nativity, and not just as a Herald Angel, but the Herald Angel that is a base. So Nidoking and Eevee, they are going to be working together to make all the low notes of our choir, and I know they do a good job. I mean, Eevee's not one to quit, and I just know that Nidoking is like naturally gifted, so they just handle all the bass notes. No, I mean, everyone just loves them in the choir too, I can tell. So here they are, singing praises to Jesus, floating in the air. Can't wait to see who comes tomorrow, and Merry Christmas one and all.
Welcome back, everyone. It is December 9th. Yesterday, Eevee came as a Herald Angel, so that's where we're jumping off from. Got our red and green dice. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is a red 6, green 5. So coming down 6 from Eevee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our fairy Pokemon is going to be from here a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wise man who brought myrrh. I don't remember what that is either. We'll have to look it up. Who is the wise man that brought myrrh? Got our 2 dice. Let's figure it out. Okay, of red 5, green 6. So it's going to be Wigglytuff who brought the myrrh. Let's draw them.
Confession, in my greatest fantasy, Jigglypuff would have been in the choir, but honestly, it makes so much sense for Wigglytuff to be the king because they just give off rich bitch energy. And I don't know how to explain it, but he has it. So here he is, being the king that brought incense. That's what myrrh is. So that's what he's got in his left hand, some burning incense to make sure he can have a great present for Jesus on the 25th. So there's Wigglytuff looking cute. And of course, hanging out with his other rich friend, the Venomoth. Can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow, and Merry Christmas one and all.
Welcome back to the Pokemon Nativity. Yesterday was our wise man who was a fairy Pokemon, so that's where we're going to be jumping from. Got our 2 dice. Let's find out. Oh, red 4, green 1. So coming down 4 from our, oh, where are the fairies? There's the fairies. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's going to be our water type. I won't cross it off because there's a 2 here. There's a lot of water type. And then coming down 1 from the wise men, it's a Herald Angel. There are so many water Pokemon in the original 150 that I'm just gonna roll this dice. 1 through 3 will be this paper. 4, 5, and 6 will be this paper. So, okay. So it's gonna be this paper. Oh, this is a 4 and a 2. So coming down 4 on red. 1, 2, 3. Our Slowpoke. Oh, it's gonna be Slowpoke because it didn't evolve. So Slowpoke is going to be our base.
You know, Slowpoke is pretty slow at everything, but not picking up music. He just has a natural ear, and he sounds really, really good. So of course he got the baritone part in the choir, which, I mean, after singing for Jesus and being a Herald Angel, he could probably go do Broadway, because most leads in a musical these days, if you're a boy, you gotta be a baritone. So here he is, singing his heart out with the other boys in the choir, the Nidoking and Eevee, and I just think they're so cute so far, so can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow, and Merry Christmas.
Okay, yesterday was weird because we didn't cross anything off. We just have 1 water Pokemon evolution left and then 5 more Herald Angels, so that's where we're jumping from on both of those 2. Got our dice. Oh, it's a red 3, green 4, so coming down 3 from the water, it's going to be 1, 2, Pikachu. And then coming down 4 from Herald Angels. 1, 2, 3. The last wise man who brought gold. Oh, okay. I really want it to be Pikachu, but I have Raichu too, and I didn't know where to put him on the list, so he's here just in case. But we'll see what happens this holiday season. Oh, Pikachu as it should be. Perfect.
It is so fitting that our last king, the one who brings the gold, would be the most bankable Pokemon and the face of the franchise. Pikachu. I mean, he's probably the only one with enough cash on him to actually fulfill this role. So here he is with his stacks of gold, ready to give them to the baby Jesus of Pokemon. And here he is with his 3 boys. I love them so much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, they're gonna be hard to beat as my favorites, but we gotta have a long way to go, and Merry Christmas.
Hello everyone! Yesterday, the king of Pokemon themselves, Pikachu, came bringing the gold as they should, and it was our last wise man. I mean, we have 3 shepherds who are literally taking care of a Ghastly and a Charizard, so we gotta figure out who those are, or it could be a Herald Angel, of course, but we've got our dice, we'll roll them. Our red 6, green 3, so coming down 6 from Pikachu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's gonna be our fire Pokemon, who is going to be played by 1, 2, just a shepherd. Well, not just a shepherd. I mean, it's a good part to have. Our fire Pokemon here. Our shepherd is going to be, a 5 and a 5. So, not just any Growlithe. Arcanine himself will be our shepherd. Let's draw him.
Y'all, so often the dice just know what they're doing. I mean, Arcanine as the shepherd, aka like a sheepdog, keeping these other little sheep in line, even if it's a Charizard and a Ghastly, which are tough. Of course that's what's happening. I mean, the story is pretty much writing itself. So here he is. I mean, he showed up late, but I know these sheep are going to be in line, and he's going to keep them in control during the birth of baby Jesus. So can't wait to see how that turns out.
Happy holidays. It is December 13th. We are halfway through. Get your Christmas shopping in. But yesterday, we did meet our shepherd, who was Arcanine, showed up. So those are where we're jumping from. Got our dice here. Oh, red 1, green 5. So it is going to be our grass Pokemon is going to be from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of our Herald Angels. Our tenor. Let's draw them. Oh, we can't draw them yet. What am I doing? We gotta find out who it is. Sorry, these are our grass Pokemon. Rolling them. We got a red 1, so it's going to be Paris, who is, not just any Paris, because it's a 5. A Parasect is going to be our tenor. Let's draw.
You may not know this, but Parasect, when he harnesses his breath support, he can hit the most gorgeous soaring tenor notes. So, very similar to Sebastian the Crab. I think they're probably first cousins, if there was a crossover between Disney and Pokemon. So, here he is with the boys of the choir. Can't wait to meet the girls who want to sing praises to Jesus. They're next. So, anyway, that's what we have so far, and see you tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. It is December 14th. Yesterday, we had our Herald Angel that was a Parasect show up. So, that's where we're going to be going from grass and this Herald Angels. Got our 2 dice. Let's roll them. Oh, a 2 and a 3. So coming down 2 from our grass, 1, 2. Our last water is going to be a 3 from Herald Angels. 1, 2. Oh, they're going to be a Herald Angel themselves. It's going to be our Contralto. 3 and a 3. So it is going to be a Psyduck. Just not. It's going to be a Psyduck who's going to be our Contralto. Let's draw them.
You know, in every choir, there's someone who probably shouldn't be in that choir. They kind of snuck in and no one knows how they got there. And in the case of the Herald Angels that sang on the night of Jesus' birth, that was the Contralto, the Psyduck. I mean, she just kind of lip syncs along when she can because she doesn't know what's going on. Thankfully, though, she looks cute. So there's the choir. Here's everyone who's come so far, and can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow.
Welcome back. It's December 15th. We've been filling out our Herald Angels, and the last one was with a water Pokemon. So that's where we're going from. Let's find out what's happening today. Oh, it's a 1 and a 2. So coming down 2 from water is going to be 1, 2, our normal ground. And then 1 from Herald Angels. Oh, it's going to be our little shepherd boy. The shepherd boy. I've got our list. Our shepherd boy will be played by 6 and 6. So coming down, not just any Geodude, a shepherd boy Golem. Let's see how that goes, but that's what the dice decided.
I really wanted our little shepherd boy to read as a little boy, and then I thought, you know what? I've always thought Gollum kind of looked like a soccer ball, so maybe he could be playing soccer. But then that might be kind of disrespectful. I mean, it is the night of Jesus' birth. So I gave him a little yo-yo, which I'm pretty sure in like ancient Bethlehem in the Pokemon universe is the equivalent of a modern day fidget spinner. So here he is staying occupied, even though it can be kind of boring waiting for the savior of the world to show up. Well, the savior of the Pokemon world. Here's everyone so far, and see you tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. It's December 16th. We last left with our little shepherd boy, who wasn't so little. Got our dice. Let's see who's coming today. Oh, it is a red 3, green 2. So coming down 3 from our normal ground. 1, 2. It's going to be Mew or Mewtwo. Woo! And last time we ended off with the shepherd boy. 1, 2, Mew or Mewtwo is going to be joining the choir as our alto. If it's a 1 through 3, it's going to be Mewtwo. If it's a 4 through 6, it's going to be Mew. Who's got the pipes? Let's find out. Oh, a little Mew, of course.
I just know for a fact that Mew loves being a choir girl. Like, she is that choir kid. And she probably can actually do soprano stuff, but she loves being an alto because she can read all the music. She's like, I don't like when altos are flat, so that's why I choose to be that. And you know that, like, Psyduck, who was the last member of the choir, can't sing. She's like, I'll cover for her. It's all good. And you know she does. So here she is, singing, working hard, filling out our choir. And we love her and everybody else, so can't wait to find out who's going to show up to the nativity tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be finding out today who is joining our little nativity next. It was Mew who came yesterday, and they were a herald angel, so those are where the two parts where we'll be jumping off from are. Got our red and green dice. Let's find out. Oh, it is a red 5, green 3. So coming down 5 from here. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. The evolution is going to be 1, 2, 3. A herald angel. If it's a 1 through 2, it'll be Vaporeon. 3 through 4, Jolteon. 5 through 6, Flareon. Pick your favorite. Joining the choir, which also has Eevee. That's kind of fun. Is going to be Vaporeon.
You know, Jolteon would be the soprano of the evolutions. I mean, I feel like she just digs deep down in her soul and, like, just gives an electric performance. Yikes, excuse the pun, but, like, I feel like it helps her reach all of those big, high notes. Although not the highest notes. There's still one more member of our 8-person choir. So here's Jolteon joining the ranks of all of her people. And we are getting down to it, you guys. I mean, look how full this is getting.
Everyone, you may notice there are no times by this herald angel now. There's only one spot left in our choir, and it's going to be the ultra soprano. Who knows who it is? But yesterday, it was a evolution who came Vaporeon, so we're going to be going from here. Got our dice. Let's figure it out. It is going to be a red 3, green 2. So from the evolution 3, 1, 2, 3, our flying Pokemon is going to be the other shepherd. And that closes this out, so we'll open this up. Okay, let's roll. Oh, a 3 and a 1. So 3 is it's just gonna be a Spearow. Just a little Spearow.
If you're wondering how little Spearow is able to keep all these intense sheep in line, I think it's because he is just so mean to his core. I think he's one of the oldest Pokemon that we've actually met so far, and he's just chose to never evolve, which are honestly the scariest people you can meet. But here he is with all of the shepherds waiting for Jesus' birth, and believe it or not, we are now moving on to our next portion of this. We're getting to Christmas. I mean, we're filling in the middle next.
Welcome back, everyone. It's an exciting day. We are into our juicy rolls. I mean, you know, we've been building to this, but it's exciting. So we last left off on the shepherd, and it was a flying Pokemon. Got our dice here. Let's figure out. Oh, a 5 and a 3. So coming down 5 from flying, which is, where is that? Right here, flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our dragon Pokemon is going to be 1, 2, not an angel, the angel that delivers the news. Like, this is a big part. dragon Pokemon here. So if it's a 1 to 2, it'll be Dratini. If it's a 3 to 4, it'll be Dragonair. And if it's a 5 to 6, it's gonna be Dragonite. I've always had a thing for Dragonair, so cross your fingers for me, but I'll be happy with whatever. Oh, come on! Oh, it looks good. Dratini will be the angel, and it's gonna be great. No matter what, it would have been good.
I've been trying to keep unbiased, so I'm sorry that I showed a little emotion on this one. And especially, I'm sad because I think Dratini ended up being the perfect main angel for this. And like I said, this is the angel that delivered the news of Jesus's birth to everybody. So he couldn't just have any normal wings. He had to have the red robe and the big, big wings. So here he is with his other angels. Well, he gets the center spot, but we are really moving along in this nativity and can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow.
We're getting down to it here. I mean, there's 3 don't evolves. We haven't even hit this once, and we still have our 2 starters left. So it's crazy, but we left off with the angel last time. Got our dice. Let's find out who's coming today. Oh, a red 6, green 5. So our 6, we are going to be going from our dragon. Where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, our starter. 1, 2, 3, 4. The star themselves. Here we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, it is a red 2, green 3. So, red 2, Bulbasaur. 3, it's actually going to be Ivysaur. So, can't wait to see that happen.
Originally, I was going to have the Pokemon who played the star like dress up as a star. But guys, little Ivysaur uses Vine Whip every night to literally make a star in the night sky. And I think there's magic in that. So here he is, he's up on the roof, letting everyone know that Jesus has been born to the Pokemon universe. Can't wait to find out who they are and see you tomorrow.
5 days to Christmas, everyone. We are getting down to it. Yesterday, Ivysaur played the star, and so that's where we're jumping off from. Got our 2 dice. Let's do it. Oh, it is a red 6, green 1. So from the starter, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Squirtle. It's going to be Squirtle, our starter. And a 1 from the star. Squirtle is playing Joseph.
Being the stepfather or earthly father of Pokemon kind's savior is really no small task, and I'm really happy that it's going to Squirtle because I know he is taking this job very, very seriously, like all little Squirtles do. So here he is, being respectful, and I can't wait to find out who comes tomorrow. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday's Squirtle, our last starter, was played by Joseph. That's our jumping off point. We don't have a lot of parts left. Let's figure out who's coming. Oh, red 5, green 1. So coming down 5 from the starter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our fighting or electric Pokemon is going to be played by 1, Mary. Guys, Mary, this is the big part. So it's gonna be one of these people are coming as Mary, which I'm already excited to see what that looks like. So we're gonna start with the red dice because there's a lot going on with the green. Here we go, rolling, rolling, rolling. 1 and 1. So it's gonna be Mankey. Mankey is going to be playing Mary. Can't wait.
It is such an honor to introduce everyone to the Virgin Mankey. At first I thought this was going to be a weird pick, but now that I've drawn her and seen her, I know that the dice were right here. I mean, Mary really had to be a fighter. Like, divine conception is really, really bizarre, and having to explain that to anyone, I think you've got to have tough skin. So here she is, fighting for her life probably every single day, and Merry Christmas to everyone, but especially the Virgin Mankey.
I didn't see this coming. The dice always have ideas. We didn't hit the don't evolve list not one single time this entire time. So how the don't evolve list was going to work was I have all these Pokemon that in the first iteration do not evolve, and 1 or 2 would be the red dice, and then we would, I mean, it's just going to be kind of slow and exciting, so get excited for that, because we still have to find out which parts. We've still got a Soprano left, the Donkey, and of course, the 25th will be Baby Jesus, but the next 2 days will just be these 2. So Mary, here, we won't have to roll the red dice anymore. We already know who that is. So, who's coming next? Oh, it's a 3 from Mary. So, 1, 2, our last soprano, who is joining the choir. So we'll start with our red dice. which will decide which paper we're going to be looking at. The 6 paper. So it's going to be one of these Pokemon. And yes, this is Ash Ketchum himself. You know, he always wanted to be a Pokemon, I think. So if it's a 6, Ash will be our soprano. Our highest soprano. But it's Ditto! Oh, of course Ditto would do that. So I'm actually going to cross this one off, just in case we come across this list again. But Ditto is our high soprano.
Y'all, the last member of the choir, our 8-part choir, is here. And of course, it is the girl with the pipes who is singing all the highest notes possible. And I didn't see it coming to be a little Ditto, but now that I think about it, she can probably just pick anybody's vocal cords in the world and do it. So of course, this is her belting her highest notes as close as she can, probably too close to the baby Jesus' ear. And here are all the choir angels, all the 8 angels, our 8-part choir. Guys, it's coming down to it! Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Because we know the 25th has to be baby Jesus, and it will be a Don't Evolve, we actually don't even have to roll for this paper anymore, which is kind of crazy. But what we do need to find out today is who is going to be carrying our Virgin Mankey to the stable. We've got our papers here, which will help decide. Our dice here. So our donkey is going to be on the 1 list, which are these 6 Pokemon. And I got our green dice. The donkey will be played by Onyx. Wow, let's do it. Oh, and I gotta cross them off just in case we see this paper again.
Y'all, truly the dice know exactly what they're doing, because I can just picture the Virgin Mankey riding into Bethlehem on this massive donkey Onyx. And it just brings me so much joy. So I wanted to make him huge because he is really big in the cartoon series. So here he is. It was supposed to go in front of Squirtle. There's going to be a little bit of a dead space there, but I don't even care. And tomorrow is the day, guys. We are finding out who the Pokemon Savior of the world is.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Today is the day where we meet baby Jesus. And I can't wait. We will be looking at the 6th paper. Baby Jesus will be one of these 6 Pokemon. If it's a 2, we'll roll it again because we can't have Ditto showing up twice. So, Baby Jesus, Happy Christmas is Lapras. Let's do it.
I am so happy that the dice decided that Lapras was the savior of the Pokemon world because listen, he can walk on water. He also has a striking resemblance to his earthly father, Squirtle, which is kind of fun for me. And do not forget, I think he's a listener more than a talker, which all good saviors of the world are. But here's everyone who came to Pokemon this year. There are the 8 Herald Angels. Here are our 3 Wise Men. Do not forget the main angel who's delivered the news and the star. We've got our donkey, our 5 shepherds and their sheep. And then there's the innkeeper, his wife, and the door holder. There's our holy 3, Joseph, Mary. But it's all about Lapras today. Merry Christmas, everyone.